So why really risk him though? As important as the Gold Cup is, why really risk Liam Bailey? And so I can almost understand, you know, the tentative approach to wanting to put Sabine and Liam Bailey.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. Your favorite analysts are here to provide their feedback on the latest happening in the world of sports. Now that the dust has settled for the CONCACAF Gold Cup Jamaica phase quarterfinal, losing to the United States 1-0, there are many questions that are to be answered. One such question is why Liam Bailey didn't play. But before we get into the details, we see that you've been watching and liking our videos. We also want you to be part of the Sports DTM family by clicking that subscription button. If that button is still red, it simply means you're not subscribed yet. So why you wait, pan? Just click the button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Analyst, one big question that is on the top of the list for the Jamaican fans. Liam Bailey, Jamaica's best player and the one with the most likely to create all the opportunities that were needed to win the game against the United States, didn't play. There were news circulating that he has a knock, whatever that knock means, but we saw him warming up close to the end of the game. And if somebody is injured and unable to play, why am I warm up? Why is Liam Bailey warming up if him injured? Analysts, talk to me. Why didn't Liam Bailey play against the United States in the quarterfinals?
The question was always whether there was something else that would have prevented Liam Bailey from taking the field. We saw him warming up on the sideline, and with Jamaica desperately in need of their star player, it was important to have him on the pitch. What could have caused it? Is it that the swirling rumors around him getting a contract to a bigger club was at play, or was it a niggle that he picked up? Certainly, he was named on the bench. We saw him warming up, and he must have been at least ready to give a few minutes of playing time. This is a strange one, but time will tell. Soon we'll know. Press conferences have been had, but we have heard no word as to why, the real reason why he didn't play. But time will tell. All will be revealed.
My name is Julian Ford, Jamaican national sprinter, and you're watching Sports Down the Middle.
Liam Bailey not playing. For me, is either one or three things, Is either he's still injured and the JFF has been hiding it. They put out a statement saying that all the players are available. We saw Liam Bailey training on his own in the build-up to the USA game. They said that all players were available. So if all players are available, that means all players can play and all players are fit. He was named to the bench, right? So is either somebody telling lie there, or is just that Liam Bailey wants to move? He doesn't want to get injured anymore or any at all, so that he can make that move, that transfer move. Because if he's injured, that would affect him going anywhere. So that's 2. 3, Tapa. If Tapa decided just not to play, which I cannot believe Tapa would do something like that, because he has been playing. He played the first 2 games and it was said that he was out injured for the third. He could be rested for the third game, but I wouldn't think that Tapa would rest Liam or not play him for tactical reasons against the USA. our best player. So I will rule that out totally. So I'll go the second point, the transfer. I think Leon doesn't want to put himself in harm's way and wants to get a transfer, because an injured player will be more difficult to be transferred. So I think that's the reason. I think he actually recovered from that injury. Else he would be on the bench, coming on, warming up and all of that. He's pretty much good to go. So I think he's just protecting himself. And in a big game like this, I blame Leon because we need him on the pitch. So if we're going to put club over country at this point, in our biggest game, so it don't look good. Don't look good, Leon Bailey. Not a good move.
Yeah, Kirk, but we have to remember that prior to the game, Leon Bailey wasn't seen training and instead was with his physio. So that could explain the feeling of the knock, the proverbial knock, so to speak, or injury. You understand? So the fact that he wasn't training at the time, there's a possibility that he was injured. Now, JFF actually, through media sources highlighted that all players were available, which should also include Bailey. However, I'm figuring that you have to put some percentage to it. So, Bailey wasn't possibly 100%. And as such, even though he was available to play, it's almost like, if it's very necessary for him to play, he would play. Now, if you ask me, given how we look going forward, there was a need. You understand? The game progressed to a point that we actually needed somebody like a Leon Bailey to play. Now, it was touch and go, and it almost felt like Whitmore wasn't certain. And of course, the lingering might have still played a part. And as such, why risk him? Because we know between his career overseas, with the club and possible transfer and stuff like that, as well as even for qualifying for Worldcup, we would need him. So why really risk him though? As important as the Gold Cup is, why really risk Leon Bailey? And so I can almost understand, the tentative approach to wanting to put subbing a Leon Bailey and having him warming up is almost trying to weigh his mind and if he needed to inject him. Of course, we all know that other substitutions could have been made to also change the game. I would not necessarily mean that a Leon Bailey sub would result in complete, change of the game and stuff like that. But yeah, I felt that Bailey wasn't 100% and we just didn't want to risk him any at all.
There you have it, Sports DTM fans. Another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Questions are being raised after Jamaica exited the competition at the quarterfinal stage, losing 1-0 to the United States B team in the CONCACAF Gold Cup. And one such question is why Leon Bailey didn't play. We saw him warming up, but he didn't play. Fans out there, let us hear from you by leaving your comments in the comment section below. Why you think Leon Bailey didn't play? Leave that in the comment section below, and always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe, and to tell a friend, tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Be blessed.